11 years was the last time Chelsea went to Old Trafford and won in the Premier League. A goal from Juan Mata, assisted by Oscar.
Chelsea's 12th game in 37 days is the latest episode in the soap opera starring these two feuding football families.
In that season in 2013 was the season Man United last won their Premier League trophy. But it's time to correct all those wrongs. We've won there in the FA Cup in 2020, but we want to do it in the Premier League. But in fact, because of Erik ten Hag losing his job, this game has been made more difficult for Chelsea. I'd rather Erik ten Hag still be in his role because you know how to get at that team, whereas we're kind of going into the unknown with Ruud van Nistelrooy. And we've seen it so many times. What we're not taking in consideration, when you get rid of somebody that's a black cloud stinking out the gaff, people are sick of hearing his voice. When you get rid of that person, there's an uplift. It's like somebody's just dropped an air freshener in Man United's dressing room and everyone's smelling. Everyone's getting happy. That's exactly what it's like. And these guys are going to be up for it. These guys are playing for their future. These guys are playing for the contracts they're currently on. Because we all know if they leave Old Trafford, they're going to have to probably take a pay cut. And they don't want that. They don't want that. But Chelsea don't know what to expect from Ruud van Nistelrooy because we're kind of based it off what Ruud van Nistelrooy's team or tactics or system we've seen at PSV, because he hasn't had time to implement those systems. He hasn't had time to implement those patterns of play. So life has been made really dangerous for Chelsea. This isn't going to be a tactical masterclass from Manchester United. I'm not going to expect that, but what I am going to expect is these players will run. These players will fight for their manager. These players will fight for their club because we often see it. And now that they've got Amorim as appointed, these players want to play under a coach like that. I would love Chelsea to go there and do a Tottenham, beat them 3-0 on their own ground. I would love Chelsea to go and do a Liverpool, beat them 3-0 on their own back turf. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think this game is going to be defined by small and fine margins. Now, what Chelsea need to do is play the game, not the occasion. Chelsea need to stick to their beliefs, stick to their tactics, and they'll win this game. As soon as they open up and make it a battle, make it an occasion rather than a game of football, that's when Man United can get on top. Because we all know their crowd's going to be up for it. Chelsea are coming to town. Not just Chelsea, a different beast than Chelsea. They want to keep Cole Palmer quiet. They want the bragging rights. Chelsea are currently 6 points above Man United. Man United win. That's only 3. So don't rule out Man United of any European football just yet. But if Chelsea win, that's 9 points. And I don't think we'll see them for the rest of the season. So I think this game is absolutely huge for Manchester United. They win and they're still in hunt for them European places. But I think if they lose, I think that's the end of them for top 4 completely. Now, considering Man United are buoyed off their result against Leicester where they put 5 past them, I don't expect many changes to this team. Although I will say I think Lindelof will drop out. Lisandro Martinez will go back to left back. Mazraoui will come back in. And I also have a sneaky feeling Rasmus Højlund's going to come in instead of Xerxes. And the reason for that is because I think he's going to look at that Liverpool game, and Chelsea seem to struggle when they get runners running off them. They're quite happy and content when the ball's in front of them, and I think Xerxes brings that style of play. He likes to drop in, link in, and I think Chelsea would be happier with Xerxes starting rather than Rasmus Højlund. So I think that's why Ruud will go with Rasmus. So this is my predicted Manchester United starting 11 in full. Onana in goal. I think they'll keep Diego Dalot right back, Matthias de Ligt and Lisandro Martinez as 2 parent centre-backs. And I think Mazraoui will come back in at left back. I think Manuel Ugarte and Casemiro will both start double protection. They've both got a bit of bite about them. And I think that's what he's going to be looking at coming up against Caicedo and Lavia. Marcus Rashford on the right, Bruno Fernandes in that attacking midfielder role, Alejandro Garnacho on the left, and I think it'll be Rasmus Højlund as the centre forward. Now, how Chelsea win this game is be a lot quicker on the ball, a bit more direct, and play forward as much as possible. We've seen Man United be vulnerable to the counter-attack. I mean, Vicky van der Ven literally ran through their whole team when space was afforded to them. The FCA20 player, I think it was Bart van Voorhees, ran through their whole team and they both scored from it. Man United are very, very vulnerable from the counter-attack. This is not going to be a systematic Man United. They're going to be pulled apart. You can pull them apart by exquisite movement. And that's what Chelsea need to do. Jackson needs to continue doing what he's doing, making the right decision when to link up play or when to move in behind. And the inverted fullback is going to be crucial. This is why I would start Cucurella in this game, because I think this is going to be the difference. We need to continue to create that overload in the centre of midfield, because what that does is it frees up Cole Palmer. Man United pitch is really big, so there's going to be a lot of space. Use that space wisely. And for me, I think the reason why I would start Marc Cucurella over Malo Gusto at left back or Reece James at left back is because Cucurella seems to make the right decisions on when to invert and when to get back in shape. Although I like Malo Gusto and I like what he's bringing to the team, I think sometimes he doesn't make that decision correctly. And I also think Cucurella is very intelligent making and forming that box shape. The reason you form that box shape is to free up Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer must like playing against Man United. He's a Man United fan and he just loves scoring against them. Last season at Stamford Bridge, he dunked on them. He even scored and dunked on them at Old Trafford last season. So I want to see that Cole Palmer. But I do think Jackson's movement and that chemistry with Cole Palmer is going to be key. Now, this would be my starting 11. We've just had news that Jadon Sancho will not be playing. So that opens up the key. Pedro Neto's got the key to the door. That opens up the door for a Pedro Neto start guaranteed. Sanchez in goal. What I would do is start Reece James right back, Wesley Fofana, Levi Colwell, and I would actually start Marc Cucurella at left back. But I think Maresca's going to start Malo Gusto. But personally, I would start Cucurella. Lavia, Caicedo as them little bulldogs in the middle of the park. Noni Madueke. I think this game is very suited to Noni Madueke because he's going to get a lot of space and I think he's going to get a lot of opportunities to duel it in one-on-one situations, and that's where he thrives. If Noni Madueke's got space, he's frightening. And I think the same with Pedro Neto on the left, and that's why I would start with Pedro Neto on the left. Two most obvious choices, Cole Palmer in the middle, Nicholas Jackson up front. The thing is, Chelsea are expected to win. Chelsea fans will be turned up at Old Trafford with chest. Man United win. Chelsea are not going to hear the last of it. It's crazy to think that Chelsea turn up at Old Trafford. They haven't won there in 11 years in the Premier League. But yet, if Man United win, that's where the shock will come from. It's crazy to think it, but it just shows the levels that Chelsea are going in and the direction that they're going in. It's all positive. I know they got beat at Newcastle United. Look, anyone can lose at St. James's Park. But it was a manner of the defeat. But look, that's why I would love to see another 3-0 win to Chelsea. Imagine getting beat by Liverpool 3-0, Tottenham 3-0, and then Chelsea 3-0, all at home in the same season. It would be beautiful. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Chelsea win. I'm going to go Nicholas Jackson to open the scoring. I'm going to go Rasmus Højlund to equalise. And then I'm going to go Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer to make the difference in Old Trafford. The team he grew up supporting, dunks on them again. Chelsea take all 3 points. Chelsea move up in the league. Man United go further down in the league. Happy days. But I want to know your predictions. Let us know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, can't wait till Sunday.